YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping into tier maker and we're ranking every starting shooting guard in the NBA. We just did this for the point guards last week, so make sure to check out that video if you haven't yet. I'll put it up here for you guys. And yeah, we're doing it for shooting guards. Every starting shooting guard we're gonna rank, and we have the categories all set and good to go, just like last week when we did point guards. And I want to say one thing, because we got some comments on the last one, and I think I made it clear in that video that this was my list, and I was curious to see how your list would differ from mine, which is fine. We got a lot of feedback and people saying like, oh no, that dude deserves to be there, or, you know, he should be lower. You're being too biased with that player. But the comments that are like,
you put him here? That means you don't know basketball, man. You stink. You're a nimwit.
Am I on the playground? Are we in 6th grade? Can you relax, buddy? It's a YouTube video. But 99% of you guys are actually, you know, accurate in the comments, and someone was like, oh, you should have bumped Dame up a little bit. Maybe he's stud, not great. Totally fair. I didn't have him there, but whatever. That's your opinion. But to call out the, you don't know basketball or anything like that, you're the real loser, all right? But let's jump into this. So we have every starting shooting guard here. And again, if you don't remember from last video, the categories are stud, because you can't get any higher than a stud. Stud, great, good, average, below average, and trash. So let's jump right into it. There was a couple faces that I just didn't recognize in the point guard video, and I'm thinking I might see a couple here. Like, I'm gonna go through this real quick. I think that's Cam Reddish, and even if these aren't these guys, just pay note, because that's who we're gonna rank these guys as. So that's Cam Reddish. Who else do we need? Malik Beasley, I believe. I'm pretty confident there. Is that Lonnie Walker? I mean, yeah, I feel like I only can picture him with the hair, but I know he got it cut. This, okay. I know that face is gonna come to me. It's literally nowhere in my brain right now, though. But I'll get that. I know that, and I'll come up with it. I promise. All right, let's do this. All right, we're gonna start with like the average area, just because, you know, like last video, that's where I want to start. I don't want to give away what I got cooking here. So let's start with average and below average. Victor Oladipo, I wish he was so much better, but ever since his injury, and then I feel like he came back into multiple different teams and situations and has not clicked. So right now he's average. Cam Reddish we could put there as well. Josh Richardson we could put there, and these can change. And again, guys, by the end of this video and ranking, the farther left you are, the further left you are, means you have the better chance of getting up to good. So Oladipo's the best average guy out of these right now. How about some below average here? Can I throw a couple below averages down? This is where it gets tricky. Eric Bledsoe, see ya in below average. Marcus Smart, I think we could, to me, he's same level. He's the same level as like a Josh Richardson, Victor Oladipo sort of combo there. I don't know. I might bump someone up a little bit higher here. All right, let's keep going here. Terry Rozier, I'm going good. Man, do I miss. He should be a point guard to me, but I guess with LaMelo, he's been playing off ball up, but I wish the Celtics kept Terry. Oh, man, do I wish that. Let's throw some studs down, just obvious studs here. I think Brad Beal, Devin Booker. Ooh, Paul George. Do I go stud? Does George Paul go in the stud category? Ah, yeah, we'll give Paul George the nod. He can go stud. Buddy Hield, right in that good. This is tough. Donovan Mitchell, I want to put in the stud. He might be stud by the end of the video. James Harden, obviously stud. I think I gotta bump Paul. You know, Paul can stay up there. Paul can stay up there. Klay Thompson, just because he's been injured for so long, I'm gonna throw him in great. I would love to put him in stud. How about some more good guys? DiVincenzo, below average. Like, come on, buddy. Dylan Brooks, maybe end of average. Colin Sexton did go off this year, but I don't know if I'm considering him good. Yeah, I guess I got to put him at the end of the good for now. Karis Levert suffered the injury, came back. I don't know if I would say that he has been exactly what he was, so I'm going to put him mid-average right now. DJ McCollum, we can go great. Fournier, these three are tough ones. Oh, these are tough. Zach LaVine I could throw at the top of good. That's what I missed there. Wayne Ellington. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wayne Ellington. I forgot, and I'm just going to throw him in below average. I remember his name, and I'm like, yeah, screw you, buddy. Is there anyone that I think is trash here? Am I missing? Shea's been injured for so long, but he's definitely in that same category as like a young stud, so we'll throw him here. Seth Curry, to me, past year in Philly, I would say he would have been maybe fringe below average, but I think he's proven himself this last year or so. Gary Harris, wow, these are like all these guys are just striking me as, yeah, that's average. Fred VanVleet, I'm throwing him in good. I do think that he is totally underrated. Duncan Robinson. That is a tough one. We'll go good. I don't know how much I like that, though. I don't know how much I like that ranking. He's just so good at shooting. He's not that great at everything else. Like, you take shooting out of his game, which obviously is such a ridiculous hypothetical, he's trash. But he's such a good shooter. Fournier, I think we go... He's either top of average, towards the bottom of good. I think we go good here for him. RJ Barrett, Malik Beasley, Lonnie Walker, KCP. This is tough. Is there no guys that I consider trash? I don't get it. Who am I considering trash here? KCP. I'm going to put him... I don't know if you guys are going to agree with this, but I'm going to put him right by Bledsoe. Like, to me, I have to be harsher here, okay? I get it. KCP is a great role player. Some guys like him. He's probably going to be boys with Bradley Beal on the Wizards because they are friends. Some people might say, oh my God, he's been around. You know, he's a 3-and-D guy. He's better than some of these guys on average. It's kind of a role player you throw in there, whereas a lot of these guys up here are actual crucial players for their team. Malik Beasley, young. Let's throw him right here. I don't want to do this to Lonnie Walker. I feel like he went off for a decent amount of time, a decent stretch this year, but below average. And then RJ Barrett, I'm puzzled here. I think RJ Barrett is going to go in the good category. Maybe ahead of these two. How do I not have any trash players? I have to have some trash players. I got to pick one guy here to go with trash. Who should it be? I guess I just don't hate many shooting guards in this league. Like, I'm looking around at this list and thinking, who's a guy that I want to throw in the trash category? Like, I don't think that I have many. Eric Bledsoe's probably a guy that I just haven't liked, you know, that playoff run that the Celtics played against him in, like, you know, with Terry Rozier and everything. And look at how the turntables. Terry Rozier's up here at the top side of good, and Eric Bledsoe's down in below average. But yeah, I think that this is where we're going to leave the list. So we'll go top to bottom, just shouting it out here. So we have in the stud category, we have James Harden, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Paul George. In the great category, we have Klay Thompson, Mitchell, CJ McCollum. I think that's a pretty solid. I think that's a pretty... I just banged my elbow so hard. Battling through it right now. Good category. We have Zach LaVine, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Terry Rozier, Buddy Hield, Van Vliet, RJ Barrett, Colin Sexton, and Evan Fournier. I think that my great and good category is pretty solid. Like, I'm not seeing many names that could have slid in and or out of those. So I like those two, the great and good. Average, we have Marcus Smart, Oladipo, Josh Richardson, Gary Harris, Malik Beasley, Seth Curry, Duncan Robinson, Karis Levert, Cam Reddish, and Dylan Brooks. Below average, this is the tough one. We have Lonnie Walker, Eric Bledsoe, KCP, Dante DiVincenzo, and Wayne Ellington, who I completely forgot his name. Like, honestly, actually, we'll do that. We said no one was going to be in trash. I didn't even remember this face. So we're going Wayne Ellington in trash. I'm sorry, Wayne. What a great first name, though. Just walks in like, hey, I'm Wayne. Love it. So that's my ranking, guys. Let me know in the comments down below where you differ. If you had any guys higher or lower, did I completely miss on some of these guys? I love to see it. Just leave the playground insults for the playground, not YouTube, okay? But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and like the video and then comment down below what you think of my list. I'm very curious about this one because it's weird doing these little, ranking tier list things. I'm like realizing that there's some players in the league that I definitely don't like just by seeing their face. Like, that's all we're doing here. But shooting guards, I see it. I'm like, no real hated players, or I don't have any, tiffs with any players here. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting to see. Catch you guys in the next video.